Hi, Booktube. I'm really excited this morning because today I found my lost copy of Mirror by Graham Masterton. Ever since I started on Booktube, I've wanted to dabble in horror Booktube, in horror novels, because I don't know, the forbidden fruit factor, but I did one self-imposed limitation on myself. And that was, don't do reviews on Stephen King novels. So today, there was one book I bought like in the mid-90s. Even when I was a boy, I found this second-hand copy at a supermarket in Australia of Mirror by Graham Masterton. I looked through my mother's bookshelves at her home and I couldn't find it. I thought it was lost for good. But for whatever reason, it ended up as a library book in the library that I run. Must have gotten into the shuffle, the wrong pile of books. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind sharing my book with the public. So, and one of the quirks of being a librarian is that you get to hold on to books longer than 2 weeks. So I get to read this. This book was written by Graham Masterton. This might qualify as Garb August, but I'm not going to put it on the trashy books list. Now I realize that there was one review by someone called Paperback Mania who's already done a review of this book, and I know that Cliff's Dark Gems is also planning on reviewing this one. Again, forgive the motorcycles. So I'm excited. So I said, don't start with a Stephen King novel. Don't review Stephen King novels if you want to dabble in horror booktube. Do something more creative, more interesting. And I wanted to read this one. And yeah, I couldn't find it, but now I have. But look at that. That's an awesome cover. Juan at Plagued by Visions said he had this particular edition, this 1996 print. It's clearly a paperback from hell. Look at that. Look at that. Tentacles, horns, dragon eyes, claws that also serve as teeth, and then as for a nose, there's like a face, and then there's some hands here and some legs here. That's Lovecraftian, if you ask me. So I'm very, very excited to read this one. This will now. I'm officially not a horror booktuber because I don't read enough horror. But now I can dabble a little bit further. I can have something to talk about with you from the horror booktube community. So I'm really excited. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks for listening in. Goodbye.